All right. So it's time to break down some offensive line play. And I just realized yesterday we had 9 total drives on offense. That's how bad, or like, I guess how long their drives lasted. And just overall wise, you don't get too many mistakes in the NFL, in all honesty. Or too many chances, I would say. Anyway, though, first play of the game, we started off running the football. And to be honest, with the third least amount of actual pressure toward Joe Burrow in this game, in his whole entire career, not bad. So we have a pretty good first play, run play here. We can see that. Oh my lordy, bro. Zach. If Zach Moss, bro, we could have had a one-play tutty. We could have had a one-play tutty, Zach. Zach Moss, bro, if Zach Moss cuts back right here. Oh my lordy, bro. You block. You're into second level. That's a 2-yard run right there, and you can't even blame the offensive line. There is no instance where you can blame the offensive line right there. That is fully Zach Moss just not running this correct lane. I mean, he still got 4 yards, but that cutback would have been lethal. All right, so next play later. Let me move this over to the right-hand side right there, okay? So, let's see. We got Trent 1-on-1 here. Orlando 1-on-1 here. We got everyone has their guy for the most part. Okay, it looks like Cordell is kind of getting pushed back into Joe Burrow here. Teddy Case a little bit getting overpowered on this play. This ends up... Okay, so Kappa gets beat. So this ball does get forced because... Actually, no, Trent Brown gets beat. Look at that. I thought so... Okay, so let me go back here. So what ends up happening is Trent Brown's going to get beat on this play. Kappa sees Trent Brown get beat, so he peels off his guy and tries to save the play, which obviously is easier said than done. But this guy gets past Trent Brown, and Kappa pulls back and tries to save the day. Can't save the day, obviously. Ball is thrown, and this ends up being a... Is this a fumble? Yeah, so this ended up being the fumble by Joe Burrow. And all because, again, Trent Brown gets beat on the play, and then it ends up being Kappa trying to save the day. He can't save the day. We end up in a bad situation. So, that happens. Kappa on this play, holy moly. Kappa just got absolutely ran through. You would think for a second that's Cordell Volson. Orlando Brown has his guy, but even then he is kind of getting beat on this play. He's pushing his guy around. Joe got to step up in his pocket, baby. What are you doing, my man? Step up in that pocket. Kappa does actually recover very well in this play. So Kappa gets beat, but Kappa does exactly what you're supposed to do. You keep that pocket, right? You keep that little circle. So he pushes the guy back, which keeps him away from Joe. Joe has to step up in this pocket right here. If he steps up, Kappa can get a better grip, because if not, you're going to, again, have a risk of getting sacked. So that's just, I kind of feel like Joe needs to step up on that play. Of course, we start off the game 3-0. That's not surprising with how yesterday went. First down 10, though, it's going to be a run play. I was going to say Joe should have kept that, but that is, I believe, Kyle Duggar, their safety, so he would have been destroyed. Run play at the middle. Yeah, not really much to take away. I don't really like looking too much at run plays, but, sometimes we'll kind of... I'll indulge into it. Second down and 9 here. Another run play. Forgot this is the Zach Taylor special. Back-to-back run plays, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Third down and 6. So Joe with this, very, very deep drop back throughout this whole entire game, by the way. Trent Brown. Okay, so I think this is where the kind of confusion is. Hang on. So Trent Brown, I think he thinks that Zach Moss is going to block this guy right here. But because it's almost like both these guys did not know whether or not they were supposed to block this guy. That's what it looks like to me. Trent Brown and Zach Moss look like they're in limbo. Like, they're like, should I block him or are you going to block him? Like, it looks like nobody knows to block this guy. Trent Brown ends up blocking him in the end. But it's like nobody knew to block him. And if that's the case, why is Trent... Oh, man. Trent Brown should have picked him up right away. Zach Moss, option out of the backfield. I believe this is a block and release play for Zach Moss. But it's just... Oh, that's a mess. That's a mess right there. This right here, mess. Ends up being a completion of Tanner Hudson. Not a first down, though. We get stopped. Next drive later. This is a quick pass across the middle in the end, but we did have extra blockers in here. We had Tanner Hudson in here as a blocker. We ended up getting a running back out of the backfield to check it down too. But for the most part, everyone has their guys, and I don't see any like clear problem with the offensive line on that play. Second down is 6 here. Let's keep it going. Oh, Trent Brown. Wait. Okay, so Joe does step up in the pocket here. And as you can see, this is when Trent Brown does recover. He recovers very well. He recovers very well on that. He got beat, but he recovered. Joe steps up in the pocket. And I'm going to guess this is the Joe Burrow run. Yup, this is the Joe Burrow run. You know, I wish, Joe, I wish you would have cut it to the outside, buddy. If you would have cut it down here and you use... You could have cut, first, two things, right? You could have cut it to the backfield right here, right? Option 2 would be stop, throw it to Chase Brown over here, and let Chase Brown just use his speed. And that's something I will give Patty Mahomes a lot of credit for, because he does this a lot, Patrick. That is, like, on these type of plays, he'll take off running, and before he gets to the line of scrimmage where he can't throw it anymore, he'll look to his right, throw the ball to the halfback or something. And the halfback catches the ball in stride and now gets like 30 more yards. Because this guy is not going to catch the running back. So the only guy who's going to catch the running back if he throws it to the left right-hand side here is this guy right here. And even then, that's not guaranteed because he might put a move on him. So that's something I will give Pat a lot of credit for. He does a really good job of that. Trent Brown, again... I mean, does recover very well, but I mean, he's getting beat consistently. But he does recover very well. It's like every time, too. And this ends up being a sack on the play. Who gets in? I mean, it's a house sack, but the guy who gets Joe in the end here is Kappa's guy. So Kappa right here. He ends up, the guy gets through Kappa and gets to Joe. But Trent also gets beat on the play right there. So Trent recovering very well throughout this game, but he's still getting beat consistently. And, you know, when you play someone like the Steelers with TJ Watt, you can't have that happen, man. You really can't. But this is where the sack happens. But if this doesn't happen, Trent Brown is getting beat. The guy's going to get through Trent Brown on that play. Trent Brown definitely did not have the greatest day so far. Let's get forward. This first play is a run play. Second down is 6 here. This is a wide receiver screen pass to Jamar Chase. Screen passes I'm not going to look too much into. Third down is 6 here. Let's see. So Joe has to move out to the right-hand side here because it looks like Trent Brown not getting beat on the play. Kappa's about to get beat, by the way. Right here, Kappa's about to get beat. Can we just take a moment to say Cordell Volson actually has looked so good. So far, really good in this game, by the way. Cordell Volson has not had any problems. Trent Brown, though, yeah, he kind of... getting beat on the inside here, ends up pushing his guy on the outside, and because of that, the guy can disengage real fast, and he's the one who actually almost gets to Joe. Great pass to Yoshi on the play, but again, almost gets to Joe on the play because Trent Brown, he's struggling right here. All right, so great play right there by Trent Brown. Kappa, great engaged. This ends up being a quick pass out of the backfield to Zach Moss, incomplete. 2nd down and 10 here. Let's take a look at this play. So this one ends up being a quick pass out of the backfield. Is this a screen? No, I think this is just a quick pass out of the backfield, but line looked pretty okay in that play. 3rd down and 6. Oh my lordy, Trent. Now Joe has to step up, run, get a 1st down. But Trent Brown, bro. Man, you are frustrating me, man. You are frustrating me today, my mans. All right, ends up being a penalty. Whatever. 3rd down and 1. This is going to be a run play at the middle. We get it. Good job, Zach Moss. Next play later. Screen pass. Not a big deal. You're supposed to let guys in on a screen pass. Bro, Trent Brown is getting cooked. This guy, I mean, Joe has to throw it right here because this guy's getting in. This guy's getting straight to the quarterback. There's no recovering. He's going to disengage from this block. He's going to hit Joe right in the head. So you have to. You have to throw that ball quickly. That is all Trent Brown right there. Okay. Pass play here. Trent has his guy perfect. Kappa's kind of in limbo. We've seen this many times. His job is kind of look for any guy who gets free. Cordell Volson's in limbo as well. He ends up. Okay, hold up. How does this even happen? So Orlando Brown, 1-on-1 with this guy, right? Cordell Volson disengages his guy. Wait, how? Never mind. He's not disengaged. He's still there with him. Cordell Volson ends up getting pushed, blocking into Orlando Brown, which then causes the guy to get free on Orlando Brown. Not the Orlando Brown's guy, Cordell Volson's guy, and then he bull rushes through both of those linemen to get to Joe. Yeah. And it's incomplete because of that. Cordell Volson here gets literally bullied into Orlando Brown and then lets his guy get straight through him to Joe. And if that wasn't the case, yeah, maybe that's a touchdown right there from Joe Burrow. Maybe that's a touchdown pass to Trenton Irwin. But because of that, yeah, that happens. Incomplete on the play, and yeah. Potential touchdown right there. Just mistakes made. Alright, so Cordell Volson, first L of the video. This one, they bought the house on 3rd and 5. It's not really a big deal for a line not to do good when they bring the house. We run the ball right there. Let's see next play later. Okay. 1-1. Everyone has their guy. Perfect. See, that's what you want to see. Now, in the end here, I think that's Teddy K, I want to say. The guy on the top, I believe that is Teddy K. This is the touchdown that was dropped in the end here. But I believe that was Teddy K who eventually did get beat, but it is what it is. That is Teddy K who's about to get beat. Wait, no. Hold up. No, that's not Teddy K. That's Cordell Volson about to get beat. Bro, I just said Volson. You were doing so good, buddy. And then that happened. All right, this play, pass play, actually line looks pretty good there. And this is why, again, don't ever put out the ball like that, Tanner. You hold that bad boy to your chest. Even if you go down the 1 yard line and you're like, oh, I'm going to try to reach for the end zone because he pretty much is reaching here. You hold that ball to your chest. You see where it is right here? Hold it. Don't let it go. Don't let it go out because once you reach, you're going to give up a fumble. You're going to get the ball slapped right out of your hand and give up a fumble. Just mistakes were made right there. All right. 1st down 10 here. It's kind of a mess of a play, but everyone has their guy, so that's fine. All right. Let's go. 2nd down and 2. It's a run play up the middle. Goes absolutely nowhere. Third down and 1. We do a quarterback sneak. Works out in the end here. Let's go to first down 10 here. Okay. Everyone has their guy. Looks okay. Yeah, I mean, that's perfect. That's what you want to see. This is second half, by the way. So second half adjustments. You want to see this. It's when we actually had I think this was, I believe, our touchdown drive, I want to say. So Orlando Brown gets beat on the play, but he does recover very well, which is exactly what you want to see. You might want to see Joe step up a tad bit, but that's fine. Everyone else has their guy. Everyone else is perfect on the play. Play action pass. I mean, look at that. That's all universe, baby. That's all universe right there. He has all day. Okay. Second down 7. Quick pass. Everyone has their guy. Nobody's able to get through. Quick pass. Perfect pass right there. Third down. Trent gets beat. Yep, you see this. Trent's getting beat. Now, he throws the ball quickly because he's trying to hit the receiver across the middle there. And it ends up being incomplete pass, which sucks too. But it's a bad pass. It's behind him. It's behind him. See? It's behind him on the play. So it's behind him, and yep, that's missed throws you can't afford. And then we go for it on 4th and 2, and yeah, no, the Yoshi plays. The rest is history. Okay, we don't get the ball again to 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. All right, let's see how this looks. Everyone has their guy. Everyone is perfect. Okay, love to see it. Pass down the field is a pass interference. Good call. All right, next play there. First down 10. Run play. 2nd and 3. Another run play. Yes, this is when Zach Moss started getting going, which was so freaking beautiful. First down 10. Play action pass. Who is that? Is that Tanner Hudson? That might be Tanner Hudson blocking out there. Did a really good job blocking right there. Actually, really freaking good job. Love to see that blocking right there. Especially at a tight end. Right here. Great. Pocket good. You got Chase wide open, Joe. Chase, right underneath. Thank you. Good job, Joe. Let's keep it going. All right, run play at the middle. Ends up being an 8-yard run. Next play later. This is not a screen. Trent Brown. Whoa. Why is there a guy free? Oh, that's just a free blitzer. Okay, so that's not an offensive line problem. That's just a free blitzer. It happens. Whenever you bring a house to own a play, free blitzer happens. Great play, though, by... great overall play to deal with that free blitzer. So again, Trent Brown gets beat, but Trent Brown recovers on the play. Recovers very nicely, actually. So then Joe has to take off running. And Joe ends up fumbling it. But obviously the fumble does not count, which we are fine with. And that ends up leading to a touchdown by Zach Moss. We don't see the ball again after that until 8 minutes to go. They had a 7-minute field goal drive. They did a really great job keeping us off the field, I'll tell you that right now. Orlando Brown's going to get beat on this play, but it's okay. He does recover very well. Next play later. Honestly, I was going to say, yeah, not really a bad at all. This second half, they did such a good job of recovering. I mean, I feel like the first half was definitely a struggle. The second half was so much better. Kappa does get beat on this play. It looks like, yeah, Kappa's getting beat. And so he has to throw it quickly. Throws it an incomplete pass. Next play later, Trent Brown ends up getting beat. Does recover very well. Joe does step up in the pocket here. See, it's stuff like this where I wish Joe on this play, and I know it's easier said than done, in the moment. I wish he would have rolled out to his right-hand side here and let, Chase Brown get that block, and he could have just hit up the sideline. I mean, sorry, not Chase Brown, Zach Moss. I wish he would have done that because I feel like he could have really, he could have gotten more yards, or he could have thrown it and just got out of the pocket there. But that's good. Perfect. Great. pocket collapses and he gets sacked. How did he get sacked? Volson ended up losing his guy, which caused Orlando Brown to lose his guy. Trent Brown lost his guy. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that was actually really bad. In the end, it was like seconds before disaster. Seconds later, all these guys just collapsed. They all just collapsed on that sack. Yeah. Oh, Trent Brown's the first guy. He steps up. Then Trent Brown falls to the ground, and the rest is history. Okay. And then we saw this play. Line did give him time, actually. And then same thing here. And then, obviously, this is the last drive of the game. I mean, line didn't do really that bad right there. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. It sucks, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Who knows?